Nerdzies, you ready?
I'm ready.
Delpesh, is you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
Okay. In a world where oh Lord. This man say there's no refund. Yo, better than a festival in Kingston. Chancy and Skilly Bang. Every time about Kingston Fest, you never have to go there again. Brace the gate.
Hey.
Them breach the gate. Breach the gate.
Nah.
Them breach the gate.
Hey. Right? 200.
Hold on.
Right?
Oh,
What is it?
my God.
250 security. What?
Oh,
Security
God.
around it.
Oh my gosh. Okay. This is The Vent. I'm your host, Jay Hunterville. We got the Nerdsy here.
Hey.
We got Delpesh here.
Yo, that was epic. That was an epic intro.
If you would like to hear our performance of our singles of Bust the Gate, Breach the Gate, we have another in that same what's it called? Rhythm called let me play the rhythm again. Alright, here. Them a breach, shut them gate, them a breach. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. Well, that's a preview. That's a preview of the songs that we will be playing at the Reconciliation concert on November 11th.
He had the audacity to do it on Remembrance Day?
Listen to me.
Whoa.
Yes, because he wants you guys to remember. Okay? Let me use his voice. We would like the patrons and the people them to remember these things. There will not be any refunds at this time, but we will reconcile the situation with the reconciliation concert at November 11th, starring the Vent podcast with them 2 singles. There will be more gates. There might not be more security. We will implement water fountains, and when we say water fountains, we mean barrel, water jug barrel, like in country. We will also be starring the guests, starring Vibes Cartel, Beanie Man, Sizzla, Mavado will be there as well. Popcorn will be there, Unruly Boss. We will have what's his name? Drake will be there. Thames will be there this time. I know she was supposed to come on the manifestos, but she will be appearing at this reconciliation because we are doing this concert to reconcile and remember the situation that has happened this summer at Kingston Fest, Downsview Park. We will let you know the location, probably the day of. Some things are subjected to change. Location can subjected to change.
Don't you just hate that?
VIP will be, according to now, VIP is free. So people who has paid VIP, it says on the flyer that it's free.
Wow.
And the general admission will be playing on 50% off.
That's crazy.
So if you still want to do business with us, please make yourself available to attend the Reconciliation Festival. This is brought to you by Chubby, Lasco Milk, Grace, Fruits and Beverage, Mr. Goudas, Ralph Bread, Nutriment, Supplement,
Pear Jacks,
Ting, Solo, what else? Bigfoot Chips, Tigers. We are sponsored by Grace.
That's funny.
What else? What else? Patty King. Randy's Patties.
Didn't Randy's close?
That is not that they has hard close it.
Stop.
It has hard close it.
Stop
but
this.
we have been aware of that. We are making the adjustments for the sponsor. These are the investors that we have. They are all a part of the community, and we as a team will be operating in a timely manner. There will be gates galore. There will be more security, police on horseback.
Police on horseback, isn't that kind of slavey?
Well,
That's rough.
I don't think that's nice to say. I don't think that is something you would like to say because when you think about it, we were thinking of the cowboys because the Caribbean people, we love westerns. We all love westerns, and we are the people that like westerns, and we associate ourselves with western.
Okay.
Would it be racy if we decide that we go have kung fu movie, a play, karate movie? No, or karate show? No. So you are knows that we are not being racist.
Wow.
Okay. So be there at the Kingston Festival or be square. This is one of the investors that was at the Brandon Gomez, Mr. Hines signing out. Allegedly. Okay, so if you were on City News, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, any of these things, Instagram, you would have been aware of all. For some reason, someone was walking Obia on all these festivals.
This whole, it's been a cursed week. It's been literally a cursed week.
It's been chaos.
Here's the thing. This started happening since the Drake thing got canceled.
Yep.
If you actually timeline that, you're like, wait a minute. It's been happening since like.
Not really, because I think the Thames thing was
the first thing.
I don't know what was first anymore.
It's all a blur.
I don't know what is first. It just seemed like it was just one thing after another. Shout out to Manifesto because they did the right thing because they had an interview with Brandon Gomez too. They held themselves accountable to say, hey, we apologize for what things are, and they're gonna move accordingly. You know what I mean?
Clearly not the one we watched.
No,
that didn't really.
Which was yeah. So first thing, let's just go down the line. Shout out to so far the one podcast I heard that was speaking about it was Extra Gravy. And I said, I couldn't wait for them to hear what they have to say. And it was like when I don't know what it was, but I know for those guys, I don't know how it works, but like I guess they were recording and the interview came out at the same time.
Oh, so their interview
I think they probably record on the Tuesday or whenever they recorded.
Yeah.
And then the Tuesday night the interview dropped.
The Gomez
so I can't wait to hear their recap on that as well. But
the timing of that.
Yeah, the timing is crazy. So
and the funny thing is we were talking about it lightly on our previous episode 170.
We were saying that everything was running well in a sense.
That's a weird part, yeah.
We were saying like, okay, Carabana.
Stormer.
Stormer, but that's common.
For the Stormers, but talking about the festival?
storming the gate.
What did we say about the festivals?
Now, first off, we heard that Jerk Fest ran out of food.
That's crazy.
That's.
Is it Jerk Fest or Culture Fest? There's one with Jerk Fest that issues happen. I thought Kingston and Culture Fest was the same thing.
Me too.
You guys said culture. I'm just like that was a festival as well. I didn't know
it was a whole thing on its own.
Yeah,
it's a whole thing on its own.
There was different things, like another one called Kaboom. I think we should just that they canceled. They said, "Oh no, we gonna stop the presses over here because there's some chaotic things going with the word K. So we anything with a K, let's just cancel."
They pulled the parachute just like nah.
They said, "Nah, bro, we gotta go because anything festival." First off, I'm not used to like. Where did all these festivals come from?
First off, that's really one, and two, why were they all on the same day?
Yeah, that was
and the same weekend sequence. Like, it didn't make sense. It was like your
seamless amount.
Like.
It was the same thing with parties. There was a seamless amount of parties, but there's seamless amount. But you know what I think it was? Everybody heard about the parties being so nice, and the people that didn't show up, they're like, I gotta go to a festival.
But that's the issue though, because you know what? Nah, it's not capitalizing. It's dumb. Because you know what? It's dumb. It's the same reason why do we have 5 barbers on the same block?
Oh, you're going
it's the exact same thing. Like, yo, why are we competing with each other?
It should be like
give somebody their flowers for one weekend and then trickle and each person have their weekend.
Because we're not even midway in August yet. Everyone could have had a weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not how it goes. Everybody's
just like
Manifesto supposedly was during the week and then finished theirs on a Friday.
Yeah, but they had events where people would go in a week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but at the same time, they had like seminars and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But I'm talking about concert. Festival.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? Like, people are not gonna go. Like, people will go to a festival atmosphere is different. You know what I mean? And I think that has to be a weekend thing. And everybody has their different ones. Afrofest was Afro. There's a whole bunch of festivals.
Afrofest was good.
Yeah, but like you know, you could still do it on another day.
This is the one summer that everybody wants
did it on one weekend.
Yeah, but this is the summer it's the summertime. Remember, people were at home at the house for 2 days, you know.
Yeah, I get that.
3 years,
but still, like.
Now, I see what you're saying.
These guys all jamming it in one weekend to do what then?
You can't stop people from having their fun. You know what I mean? But so Culture Fest happened. Janae wasn't there, but apparently there's spottings of her at Kensington Market.
In Kensington Market, walking around,
just chilling, just chilling.
I guess.
Like Janae, what are you doing here?
This is all alleged. Apparently, because they moved to a different location, they didn't have her equipment to like do sound check or mic check.
Come on.
That's one.
This is all alleged.
That's one.
Something to do
with
this.
But 2, she's pregnant, and then the fact that you're doing a location change like that.
On the fly. Yeah, you're not gonna.
Because apparently they didn't pay
the space, and supposedly she was there from 8 a.m.
8 a.m.
to do her rehearsal.
Mic check. Wow. Well, you know what?
And then nobody's there. Like,
yo.
Allegedly, that's what happened. She showed up, did her job, and they had one job. They didn't show up. Pay the bill.
That's called I'm not coming back to Toronto.
Like, let's hope that's not the case. Let's hope that's not the case.
I mean,
let's hope that's not the case. Let's just not. Don't even think that. Let's not think that. But
don't put it in the air.
Ever After Festival.
So they had
what is it?
They had a bunch of festivals. It's Cultural Fest. Kingston Fest was the kicker. That one was the one that I heard like the amount of madness. Now
that's
apparently
too much for Corey happening there.
Long story short, there's a VIP and there's a general admission. The general admission was far away from the stage, allegedly. Like according to the pictures, allegedly.
And,
you know what I mean?
Some of the lives I've seen, it was very far.
It was, and sometime one day someone say, "Yo, just kick down the barricade,
the
bird box
Not
fence.
the bird box.
You know what I mean? I don't want to cuss.
They got
so
yo.
they said they got tired.
You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? You're outside on grass. You're already misshapen already. You're not aligned. So you're already not aligned. It's hot. And you're like, yo.
Them days were hot.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
People are passing out that festival.
That's what I'm saying. Yo,
People
that's
are
what I'm saying.
passing out. The last event I went to, I remember when when people were passing out. I guess it was a hot day too. And then you hear the person on the mic, hey, somebody attend to that person over there, please. Please get somebody over there for go help that somebody. Lord God. Like just
the Lord God.
But
Nah,
like
bro. They just got.
people are dropping out on Sunday like it's not even church. You know what I mean? So, dehydration, lack of water.
This is
Lack of water. And
ran out. Like,
And apparently, when you have these festivals, you actually call the government. They'll bring like a jug of water, like these water tanks.
Like the truck.
Because obviously they don't want to like bring ambulances, all that stuff to like
Right.
attend for pass out.
When they could use that
Apparently,
for real actual like emergencies. They're being occupied for festivals.
Right. That's what
That
I was.
could have been avoided.
This is all alleged.
It's
These
like-
are the things I've learned.
we went out of hello, government. We run out of water. Wait, hello, who's this?
No, we run out of water. We need water here right now.
Right now.
I don't know if that's how it
And
goes.
he,
I don't know how this will work.
and you see the truck pull up.
I don't know if that's how it works.
But
But
fine. But they didn't handle this way, right?
so
Right,
a lot
guys?
of things weren't handled the
They
right
didn't
way.
handle like that. No.
So we could just interchange. Like they said, it was hot, a lot of water. People like the whole of Toronto needs a refund.
Yeah,
Basically, everybody needs a refund. But the Kingston Fest footage of people storming the gate, like
Because it's a fence, right? So you take your
this
fingers,
is a little 4-foot fence that
Yo.
anybody can topple over.
you slide your fingers through, you get
Poor
that
people
grip.
that wasn't prepared for that fence to drop and had faith in the fence and drop on their back or drop on their side. Listen to me. Just dropping on a piece of metal like that, like it's already awkward
That's what I'm saying.
sitting. Like that hot. That must have hot. And then like a crowd, a wave of people running over you. Thank God. I don't know if people got trample, but poor. It's sad. People got injured.
Because whoever's in the
probably.
front is usually the security. So
No, the security. The footage is security, man. They don't even look. They didn't even look like they really bought that. Like,
oh, they kind of just like.
but at the same time, it's festival environment. Like, I don't know how you prepare for that.
That's first of
A
all.
whole heap of people, strong people that eat boiled dumpling on
wow.
Saturdays or whatever, boiled dumpling with their soup, manashwata. You really wanna test somebody like that? And more of these security people, you look at them and you're like,
Can you do something for me?
I can take this person.
Can you really?
You know what I mean? You can take them like, yo. If,
I'm
I'm actually trusting you to save me.
I'm gonna move you like a mic stand. Like you're not going anywhere.
You
like,
you wouldn't even move you. You probably leave me.
That's
You
just
run in the
funny.
dust.
that man probably, but yeah. So
Hold on,
yeah.
I remember. Okay, I'm not gonna say. Okay, I'm just gonna say this allegedly happened. I remember we went to a certain place, and the person that's in that occupation at the time told us, "Hey, my only job is to come home safely. If something pops off at a festival, at a club, hey."
Yeah, but
Hey,
that's everybody's job. They
Right?
want to come home safely, right? It's not like, yeah. So
being trampled in the hot sun with that metal just grazing on you like a barbecue. Just
the amount of things I've heard. So let's break down the fence thing.
I'm trying to figure out which ones were which.
The one I've heard with the fence,
yeah.
the fence being so far away, that was Kingston. Fence kickoff, drop.
so just
People storm the VIP.
boom.
People in the VIP were mad. People stormed the VIP, drinking people box juice and whatever. I'm joking. People, whatever they bought, they got at
Supposedly.
this VIP. Some people stormed backstage. Some people not backstage. Grown men pushing women out the way to go shake hands of the artists. Like, it's a bit much. Allegedly, that's what I was told. Please, if you're a bad man or a gunman, I mean, if that's what you want to live your life and do push down gal for where that is
So
fine.
go hail up a
That's
next man.
you. I am not personally.
You need to go and hail up
That's
a
not
next man.
something I would do. But
Yo,
if that's how you feel
what
about
the
a certain artist, that's the choice is yours.
That's very loaded.
You know, that's a loaded thing because
Very
even
questionable.
we've seen situations where the dancers push girls out the way to bust their dance routine,
Just to do that. Yeah.
heel and tone and stuff like that.
pushed out the way.
And then they want to know how come the girls don't come to them after.
I mean, you
After
pushed,
you just push 2 girls out
you pushed her
I've
down.
seen
just to do heel and toe.
She bruised her knee.
I've
Come
seen
on.
some girls that like even in the club sometimes I've seen girls that just they want to dance with some the person and they're in their mind it's a simple 2-step. Man, pop locking. Man's pop locking cutting up. And the girls like, oh, okay. Okay. We get it, step up too. Like we get it, but like they're not that's not what they came there for. They're trying to intimate 2-step dance and the man's just
straight like wild.
cutting up, bro. Cutting up, you got served. But anyway,
Straight Mario and just
back to the festival. People stormed the gate.
so
push the
wait.
vents.
So if I'm a very important person, I wasn't important because I'm like, who are these people in our VIP
Right.
drinking up all the liquor? Oh no, the liquor ran out. Like wait, like yo,
What if that's what?
Well,
what they-
supposedly there wasn't any water at all. They had
Apparently.
taken the water, poured the water out of the stuff, and filled it with alcohol to sell to the public.
oh that is
that's what's being alleged.
that's scumbaggy to
Also,
the
they also said that the merchants, the
scumbag.
they were taking money. People already got their refund by taking money out the booth
That's
or
straight
something
up.
like that. They said some people did get their refunds by stealing money from the booth, but
Yo.
at the same time, he said there's no refunds, but he did say there's going to be a reconciliation concert. Now,
Who's going to that?
That's
I do not understand what this means.
Man said we will give you what you really want or what you were expecting.
Reconciliation. I don't know who's
you're
paying.
like bro, what are you talking about?
Because he said in the interview that
Women money them.
he was saying in the interview that it has to go backwards. Like he has to pay. Like the artists have to pay money back, or
Yeah.
these people have to pay money back, or that money. But you have enough money to say, "Yo, we're doing a reconciliation concert."
That's what I'm saying.
No. You have to say it again. It's if I have to pay you back, then they have to pay you back. Like,
If I go down,
Yeah,
all y'all going down
like-
for me.
That's what he said. That's
like
Basically.
what?
But
he really did that.
he
Like,
wants you guys to. He wants you guys to go to a reconciliation concert.
that's bugged, man.
Yeah, man. He said
Lost
it's
your
basically a BOGO, 2 for 1.
Buy
Yo,
one, get
you
one.
you need to stop this. Ogo.
But I'm gonna tell you this. Here's the thing, and this is the problem when I see this situation, right? And I may be stupid, but I've seen people say they're gonna do a class action lawsuit. We found out like information about that guy that he scammer tell us is looking for him.
Oh, wow.
Like all
They'll
these
say,
different
like,
nonsense about this guy.
Shoddy background.
Yeah, shoddy backgrounds, these different things, and then it's like it's just mere excitement I've been reading on, right?
From who? Because that was his line too.
Mere excitement, yes.
Mere excitement.
Mere excitement
On everyone's end, it seems
everyone's
like.
end. I'm sorry because apparently like the people that actually performed, like the Toronto artists, some of them are getting flack about it too.
Oh, okay.
They're like, yeah, I don't want to see you up on stage, and people
Yeah.
just ignorant. But
And not getting paid enough, allegedly.
that's manifesto. But that's
They're not getting paid enough
yeah.
at Manifesto.
They'll look at you.
There's a whole thing there.
For example, Z, they'll be like $500, and you'll be like, what?
500 for an artist.
Right?
We don't have it in the budget for local artists, even though this is a thing about local artists.
Local artists.
This is what I was told, allegedly.
Okay,
But-
but that's a bigger, sorry. That's a bigger problem than what that is. That's because the market for independent artists isn't there. And that's the reason why.
Yeah, that's the big scale.
But even then, so on a smaller scale, like, okay, if you're going, because I know artists who are making appearances and like, oh, making appearances, and they do like different things, and they go to do tours and everything like that. And I don't know what their pay is, but if they're getting hired to go and perform at small venues, why can't they get paid the $500 for a venue?
Well, that's something that we don't know.
And then now you're doing a festival. You should get paid a little bit more.
Yeah, festival should at least $2,000.
That is something that the festivals need to discuss and sort that out.
That's a music industry issue in Canada.
Yep. But for Kingston Fest.
Kissing festival?
Nah, that's COVID and monkeypox and mono.
Yes.
But anyway,
herpes.
Yeah, all nonsense. But at that festival, the gate went down. The man was literally stressing the fact of the gate is the reason for all the problems.
Yes,
the way he was using the gate as all the problems, and I think
not the gate, it's the excitedness.
The excitement, but he kept bringing up the gate, right?
Hello.
So, here's my take. People are doing a class action lawsuit.
Against who?
First. Against who? And what are they standing against?
I don't even know who the investors are.
You can't sue him because he don't have no money. Let's just keep it.
No, but there's going to be... That man already has, like, lawsuits, apparently, that opened up. He's already trying to pay up. This was probably the lick back that just, make our money to pay other people up. Who knows how it goes. This is all alleged, but...
Even investment companies, you can't even go... Like, how do you go after... How do you go after an investment group? You can't even sue them.
No, what if they're hidden investors? You don't know how it works. We don't know. But the problem is, for me, is... He said it's a lawsuit, right? The people are doing class action lawsuit about, we're going to go after Kingston Fest. I need people to be a part of it. The harsh reality is, I don't think you guys are going to get anything. You might try, but I don't think you're going to get anything because he's going to use the gate as his leverage. There's a separation. There's a VIP section that people paid for, and there's a general admission. If the gate is in the parking lot, that is considered general admission to them. And that's the harsh. It might be trash. If you wanted to get into VIP, you have to pay for VIP.
Right, yeah.
And that's the point that they're going to use as leverage. This section was for VIP. That section was for general admission. As soon as you guys kick down the gate, and whoever decides to kick down the gate, because I've seen the footage of people cheering, we kick down the gate. And that may be a regular thing. We don't know. But the harsh reality, as soon as you kick down that gate, whatever happens after that, yes, they're responsible, but they can say, well, the mask kicked down the gate. And they're going to use that as their leverage point every time to be like, this happened. That happened. It's because you guys kicked down the gate.
It's kind of like it's like Woodstock '99. If anyone listening seen the documentary,
I've been wanting to watch that.
Watch that.
A lot of madness happened on there.
A lot excitement. Excitement is gonna be the slang now. It was excitement times 100. People stormed the stage. People were mosh pitting. There was mud at one point. There was a lot of sexual assaults happening. It was like mud. It was like a 7-day festival, right? They were telling certain artists, I think Fred Durst from Limp Bizkit, notably, he's like, don't play that particular song. But he played the song called Break Stuff. And then that's when the crowd went excitement times 1,000.
Mafia, when they say tear the club up and the club up, tear it up.
Tear it up.
But that's the same Woodstock when DMX performed.
It was the same,
it was mass people.
It was the same one.
But at the same time, people stormed the gate, and they're going to use that as leverage to say, well, we'd had an adequate thing based off the concerts we did before, because he said that. Then he said, people stormed the gate, that's why they cut the fiber optics. Now, here's my take on that now.
That's too coincidental. Like, the gate falls, cuts the thing, and then the power is like, what?
This is where I call BS. I call BS on this. When you're running live wires like that, to a stage or whatever, like live wires should not be open like that. For me, it's off rip.
Yeah.
If I was to have a concert, you have an event or whatever, wires like that just running down the middle of the stage should have the bumper. There's these bumpers that you put, and it caps the wires or whatever. It could be the sound wire, it could be power, it could be whatever. Low voltage, high voltage, whatever. I would assume that you would have a bumper running straight across, so if you step over it, it's just a step over. You're not damaging any cords or whatever.
Right.
So, because just imagine, they hit like a main heavy high voltage power cord and severed it with the fence. The whole fence went live. So the whole fence is powered by electricity for the people that don't know what live means.
Right, yeah.
And people get shock up because they want to go in a VIP. That would be a terrible situation. A lot of casualties.
But I'm saying,
so thank God that none of that stuff happened. But I think the problem is as much as they did wrong because the sound didn't work, the mics didn't work, people are trying to perform and the people in the back can't hear them and this and stuff, like they're gonna say, well, you guys bust the gate, so that's the reason. And that was beyond our means of our control. We had adequate control, but you guys bust the gate, and they're gonna use that as a leverage.
As I'm saying, in the interview, he kept
stressing the gate.
Stressing the gate, yeah.
And
that was the first of all issues.
Yes, but the gate. You know what I mean?
Everyone pushed down the gate.
Right. So
we had
that was
security.
the gateway of him not paying anybody.
Is this how you're gonna cheat on me? But baby, the gate.
Yeah.
We had security.
It's like, it doesn't make no sense. So, and then he goes, there's no refunds. If there's anybody I feel that should get the refund, it's VIP.
Yeah.
They paid for a certain experience, high quality experience, and they didn't get it because as soon as those guys bust the gate, it's not VIP anymore. It's general.
It's general now, basically.
It's general. Like, I feel like general, you just have to deal with. You gotta roll with the punches.
No VI, just P, just persons. That's it.
Yeah, you gotta roll with the punches when it's general. You gotta just roll. Like, there's no guarantee what you're gonna get when it's general.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
it doesn't say what you're gonna get. You might get the concert. You might not get the concert.
Because one person I spoke to, that went there, yeah, she was in general, and then she said the crowd moved, shuffled to VIP, and then she had one drink in her hand, casually, whatever, and then by that time, she said everything was gone, like, completely. And that's when people were reaching over the bar. Like, people were reaching on the register. People were knocking over stools.
Well, if that's what happened, I don't know. The way I see it,
people turned up
VIP
there.
should get their money.
Facts.
I do believe VIP. If there's anybody that should be getting their money, they should get their money. General, 50% sure. But what I know for damn well, they should not get a concert. Who's gonna perform at this concert?
Reconciliation.
Who's really gonna perform at this concert?
I mean,
and it might be a wicked concert. It might be a wicked concert, but that does not, like, nobody want to hear that. Nobody wants to be a part of that. Nobody wants to be. Who's gonna touch road and say, "Yo, I'm gonna go perform at this concert"? Some people might because I'm gonna look a hype. Who knows? And it's our Remembrance Day.
That's what I'm saying. When you said the date, the 11th, I was like,
I think it's November 11th.
Remembrance Day. Yeah, I was like, what
Rod, what are we?
This guy.
11 or 12? I don't remember.
This guy's confident.
I know I seen 11.
This guy is confident.
That's the reconciliation.
Reconciliation on Remembrance Day. This guy no refund. That guy's confident. Like,
he's just saying it just like that.
If I gotta pay something back,
they gotta pay.
Tell the bartenders, give me my money, so I have to pay it. But then you have, that's the thing. It just doesn't make any sense. But you have enough money to promote
for a new one,
a new concert.
This guy promoted in the interview. He promoted
Festivals,
in the
man.
interview.
And that's the thing. I don't know how a festival thing is. I think some people just have to deal with whatever happens at a festival. Because I heard festivals is just chaotic.
It's a lot.
It's
like
it's a lot of work.
If you guys know Taste of Danforth, they were trying from like January to get it popping and they couldn't get it. There's just
no. I'm not even thinking that. I'm thinking like just festival atmosphere.
No, that's what I mean. Yeah,
it's just chaos. Like, you can't control it. You can't contain that.
I mean, you can if you have experience.
And that's fair.
if you have
gotta start from
experience,
small and work up.
yeah, and then like
Definitely
you have
small.
to like foresee a certain number, and then on top of it, obviously there are festivals that have happened. We have worst case scenarios, you know, like Firefest and like what's the other one that we were just talking about?
Firefest, Woodstock 99.
Woodstock 99. So like those are examples of like what were some of the shortages, what were some of the issues, the crowd, lack of security, you know, the music, the type of music.
Oh, shoot, I forgot.
There we go.
Yeesh.
Astro World was another one.
But here's another thing.
The gating, how the gates were.
Right.
They have references.
Another thing, you know what I thought about? They said how Soca Fest, they're like, everybody's like, yo, Soca Fets. Yo, they had Soca Fets. Of Soca Fets like were proper and, you know, they were organized. And I know for these fets, it took a long time to organize. They probably had to start slow and slowly build it up. Yeah. But
if you gotta be slow and steady to win this race, it's
better.
Well.
It's but at the same time,
I heard.
Sometimes I feel like certain music brings certain energy.
Yes, this is true. We said this before.
Whereas certain things bring certain energy, and I don't want to be the spiritualistic guy. But like, if I'm going to a dance hall event and this how they get, you move this, bing, like that's smart. I kick this offense, I move this bump. You know what I mean? They like the energy you're gonna bring to listen to certain songs. You know,
it's true.
It's just that I feel like there's certain energy you bring
with certain music.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like if it was Soca, they would have told the people to pick up the fence and just move the fence. They would have just helped security. That's it.
It'd be a fun listen to me. Yo, this is the thing. They have the fence. I've seen the footage of, I don't know if it's Mr. Killer or whatever them. They had the artist on the fence and the man's on top of the fence and they're running. They're running with the man on top of the fence.
Oh,
and the man is
you think I was joking?
On the cage.
You think I was joking?
Section.
Like so you treat it like a carpet.
Yeah, magic carpet. Yeah,
like a magic carpet fence.
Yeah,
and the crowd is carrying the fence.
him.
And there's a gate.
Yeah.
And there's another fence. And he jumps onto that fence.
Yeah.
And they're marching. Having a jolly old time. And he's performing with the mic in his hand.
That's what I'm saying. All they would have done is assist security.
Wow.
It looked fun.
Show me, put it in the group chat.
Well, you'll see that. But like these things, I guess it's just the type of energy, type of situation, I guess. Yeah. I'm assuming.
He would have been crowd surfing. He would have reached from the stage to the back, seen everybody, and came right back. And they would have all gladly do that.
Like Plants, I know Plants is like a band fet song. But it brought a certain energy running from left to right.
It's the same as if you hear pick up something and
run with it. People run with it. Bottles, chairs, tables, weave. They're running the wigs. They're running. Grab some and run with it. Right? Literally.
Yeah.
Like I went to a fete and I seen a big old rubber ducky in the air and I'm like, how? When this was inflated? Where did this come from?
You just see it just
up in the air, just go and
I've seen it all.
People are having jolly old time.
Whether it's people, plants, vases,
jolly,
it doesn't matter.
I'd like to go to one, but the paint throwing thing.
That's like jab. I went to a couple fests. It was fun.
The paint, like
Nerdsy helped me through the crowds, but it was fun. It was fun.
But you know, what I was saying was allegedly Dr. J had thrown some shade and said he's like, oh, we make it look so easy. Like
shout out Dr. J. But you know what? It all comes down to, but that's the thing. It's not easy.
Yeah,
a lot of things to create these things is not easy. So you gotta appreciate the people that run things from the small, medium to big, because anybody can go do festival.
That is
very true.
I don't know why everybody thought they could just run and go do festival.
Well, what we've seen this week, no, that's
not everybody could. Like, why is this a? But you know what? I feel like calling it a festival. Find a park. Everybody's paying our money. You're making our money.
That's what I'm saying.
You're making our money because everybody's gonna be in one place. Concert, tickets sold out. Festival, you have an open field. No, like. What is it? Maximum amount of people. You have a park.
Yeah. Just everybody come in.
Everybody comes in. Pay the general or whatever until they storm the general. Like, you know what I mean? And sometimes the cash grab, sometimes it's, you know, we don't know. But at the end of the day, in the word of Popcorn, give people back their money, yeah? And no bother with this whole reconciliation nonsense.
Yeah, he needs to... Yeah, he needs to, like, cancel that reconciliation concert. Pay the people money back.
And we gotta do better.
But then they'll be out of money.
Look,
we gotta do better.
So he says, right?
There's a lack of organization in all aspects. There's a lack of, but at the same time, it's tough. It's tough because this is like everything just opened up.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, I don't know. People are rushing. Like, it might close again. So like, oh yo, let's all get out. Let's
go to all these events.
Let's go all out.
Let's do all this.
Do it all. Who knows when
we'll
close again?
Go home. But that sometimes that doesn't work.
The pox is out here. Look, I just want to get my pants on, my dancehall on, and I'll sit back down for the fall, winter.
But it just doesn't work for everybody. So we just have to keep that in mind. Now, let me get to some relationship questions. Let's get into this. Let's wrap this up. Let me find some right here. This is one. I am debating calling off the wedding due to fiance's argument tactics.
Okay.
All right. So every time we had an argument, he has a certain point of view and own beliefs about what is logical and sound. Sometimes I will have a different point of view and he will argue with me until I either agree with him or change his point of view. This is unusually over really small things. For example, he wanted me to do a rapid test for COVID this morning. The last few times I did it, I was in so much pain and he would have a mini panic attack when I swabbed him. I heard that it is less painful when you do it yourself, so I suggested to him. I told him I was uncomfortable inflicting pain on him and I felt uncomfortable the last few times. So I suggest that he tried himself. He kept begging me to do it and I got annoyed. I even told him it doesn't have to go deep, just in his nares. He ended up doing it after, got mad that I wasn't caring and he was vulnerable. Maybe I am cold, but I told him it's not a big deal and I truly thought he would be in less pain if he did it himself. He told me that I'm not caring and I should have helped him or sat by him. He told me I didn't do it because I was annoyed of swabbing him. I told him my true intentions were that he be in less pain. We have been arguing about this for 5 hours now, and I ended up crying because I was so frustrating. It's frustrating. Eventually, I told him I agree with him that my intention was great and I am annoyed of swabbing him. Even though it wasn't my main intention, I truly want him to try it because it is less painful. Sorry, this whole thing sounds silly.
Yeah, you having bitter arguments about that. You haven't, not bitter. I used the wrong word. Non-sequential. Whatever. You having dumbass arguments like that, like like.
Well, clearly it's a big thing. The man wants to get a rapid test. That's based on.
He wants her to do the test.
He wants her to do the test.
But he's complaining about the pain.
Yeah. Suck it up. You know, sorry.
But.
Yeah, what you?
What?
What was that? Go ahead, just do it.
You know, well, let's be honest. He sounds like he's a kid, man.
That's what I'm saying. He sounds like
a whole child. Like
whining.
Oh, I don't want to do this unless you do it. Listen.
And for 5 hours,
if it's
5
gonna
hour
hurt,
them.
it's gonna hurt, baby. Whether I do it, whether you do it, whatever somebody else does it, whether it's a physician, it's gonna hurt. Accept the reality. Okay.
That's 5 hours.
And then she said, "Go do it your damn self."
Yeah.
And he got mad.
When she was kindly being nice. You sound like the one who likes to poke the bear, yeah?
Yes, he's
and
a
then
bear.
they've been
He's a
arguing
bear
about how you don't care about me. Lord of mercy.
5 hours straight.
The amount of things that I just said, you know what, I'm just gonna do myself. You know what I mean? Like even that, and you know what's the funny thing? I had a situation with like COVID tests like that in the States before, because they have to make you do it yourself.
Oh, okay.
And it's the terrible one that like in the nose.
You have to do it like correctly too.
It's not fun. It's not fun. Even if you do it yourself, the nurse do it, whatever. Like, but and I understand that. But bro, you gonna lose your fiance if you think that's worth arguing about.
Well, the thing is,
certain things are just not meant to argue. Sometimes you just have to just be okay with certain arguments. Sometimes it's just best not to argue. Like, the harsh reality sometimes, even if you win the argument, what do you win?
He win that he's still gonna have to deal with some pain.
While
that's
your wife is there, just like, we literally argued about this for like this long.
5 hours.
You get nothing out of this.
Longer than No, I was about to say long as the Kingston Festival, but the Kingston Festival is longer than that.
You are arguing over this to the point that you're just what?
I guess he wants her to be gentler.
Nah, he just wanted her to do it.
Something's going in a tight crevices like that. It's not gonna be gentle. I don't care how smoothly they do it. Like it's your sinus. Like it's gonna.
Clearly, he's not there yet.
Like.
Yikes.
Well, there's reason to it. Like,
well, should she call off the wedding?
Oh, because he's acting like this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a preview
of what the wedding is gonna be like, or the life.
The life, like that's a preview. Like,
what do you guys think?
Should she cut him off?
I mean,
I'd put it on pause. Just be like, we'll stay engaged for now. Just to see. I'll put you on pause, because if
you're acting like that, that's too much.
Yikes.
Too much.
5 hours straight, like you're not that bored with life. 5 hours straight. 5 hours straight. Could have went and got paid somewhere. But you decided to do 5 hours arguing over nothing.
Yeah, because your nose hurts.
Because your nose hurts.
That's funny.
Constantly doing this, like, no, I can't do it.
It's like it's like someone doing the eye drops for you. You're like you know what I mean? I don't know.
Come on, man.
Yeah, man. But I think that's something you really need to keep an eye on, though.
I mean, she tried her best. She did. Mm-hmm. She was like, "You do it. If it's painful when I do it, you do it. You don't want to do it."
You got to hold that down. Hey, lady, I think that's something you might call it off, but you might have to delay it.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, definitely
delay it and go to some real extensive counseling.
I was about to say therapy.
My sister or niece, goddaughter, I'll be like, yo,
delay that. You can save more money for the wedding.
You can, because that dude you chose is bugging.
Yep. So this one is basically, it's not really like a relationship, but it's a friendship one. Okay. I feel like it's something we go through sometime in life. So this is called How to End a Friendship.
Oh,
okay.
All right. So here's one. We know each other for 4 years. She's around 25 now. I'm in my late 20s. We met through some friends and really clicked together, and we became best friends pretty quickly. We helped each other through some stuff, confided in each other, yada yada. Then about a year ago, I realized things started to change. Except it was not the Fire Nation who attacked, but her.
Good. That's a W reference. I like that.
She used some not really great stuff from my past against me, then claimed it was a bad joke and apologized.
Ooh.
We talked it through. Everything was fine. But from that day on, there would sometimes be those stinging remarks. I never told her how they made me feel because I felt she could use that against me again. So I always ignored it, laughed it off, or changed the topic. While the distance between us grew, I know my fault for not communicating. I noticed other things, like she always talked about herself and expect me to give her shoulder to cry on. And after I provided whatever she needed, the shoulder, help from schoolwork, etc., she would sometimes ask about me and more. At the point I knew I wanted out, she started initiating conflict and hoped she would just forget about me if I didn't provide any help anymore. But she kept trying, writing me about her bad day, about too much work she has, yada yada. I try to be polite, but not encourage her. But it's always hard for me because I really used to care a lot about her. The whole situation is weird. I want to end it for good, but I don't know how. I don't want to ghost her, but I don't want to dump something like, "You've been acting horribly, so fuck you." With the feces, sorry. I also don't want things to turn ugly. I just want a closure and not having to stress about this. How do I say goodbye to end a friendship at least partially amicably? Lord God. Amicably. Yes. Okay.
That pesky word.
Just, yeah. Now.
That's another one on pause, I think. You're going to have to like pause that, see like, yeah, I'm busy still. And you just kind of, you let it fizzle out if he's afraid of confrontation. Because it kind of sounds like he is. Like,
yeah. And I noticed that. I'm going to say this. Because, you know, I've experienced situations. I'm going through situations now where I'm thinking about my friendships and stuff. And I'm going to say this. Just like you outgrow clothes, you sometimes outgrow people. You know what I mean? If they're not growing or there's something like this, you know, you got to, you know, things will change. You guys might not be on the same perspectives anymore, not be on the same lifestyle. You know what I mean? And that's okay if change is what it is. You know what I mean? A lot of people, I could tell, like, when it comes to certain friendships, they're afraid to be alone.
Right, yeah.
They're afraid to be that last person or one person on the hill, but I'm telling you, sometimes it's just better for your peace to be that person on by yourself.
That makes sense.
You know what I mean? Another thing is, like, when it comes to... That's a big red flag if you guys are being sentimental and someone's telling you situations and they use it against you as a joke. Or use it against you as something to, like, attack you on. Or, like, if there's something wrong or a certain situation or just your differences, if people use that as a joke, it's a red flag.
Yeah, that's...
Off the rip. I know also people like, oh, it's funny. No, it's... I don't, like... We could be funny in various ways, but, like, off of people's... who they are personally, stuff like that. That's not. I don't think that's real friending.
Yeah, like the secrets, the traumas against them,
or whatever. They might laugh it off, but sometimes it's really not that funny. It's not funny to some people. They actually went through something with it. You know what I mean? And we know if it was flipped the other side, it's like, oh, you know, people. You know what I mean?
This woman got like teams. I call it Team 68 energy. It's all herself. She's not Team 69.
You know, so
she's Team 68 only.
So yeah, like I feel like, you know, sometimes if you have to change your friendship, you gotta change your friendship. And how do you do it? You just gotta be honest. I feel like this is not a two-way street.
Yeah,
a lot of people, they're like I said. You know, I learned it from Last Chance U, and I just said, some people are only in there because they truly love you or they want something from you. And it's sad. And once you realize that no one really cares in that sense, or some people just don't care, you know what I mean? It's just one of those things you got to realize. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I think you just have to have that conversation. Like, you know, I've dealt with snakes. I've dealt with people where I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna put up with your shit anymore, and they just leave.
And you
just say, hey, you know, I'm not gonna let you treat me a certain way, or just you defending yourself, it becomes chaos because they're not used to you defending yourself, or you're not used to like reacting a certain way, or they're not used to being like, oh, yeah, you defend yourself, but not like that.
Also, you go too far.
It's like, what? So I'm gonna let you just say what you want to say, and you know, I go home feeling like I should have said something. Nah, bro. It's one of those things that I'm in a place where it's like, yo, you guys have teeth to bite and whatever, and bite. I'm gonna show you have teeth too.
Right. Yeah.
I don't want to I don't want to bite. I have guns. I have shots too. You want to throw shots? I have shots too. I'll return to sender. That's what it is. That's what it is. I don't want to shoot, but you go make me shoot.
Basically, yeah.
You know what I mean? You shot me, I'm busting back. Sorry, this is what it is now. Shots fired. I guess, right?
Not shots.
But I know it's not the safest thing because, you know, as friends, you shouldn't have to go through all that. But hey, sometimes you got to send the same energy, and some people don't know how to handle that.
Yeah, some people
some people just turn sensitive. Where's this all coming from? Yeah, because You were doing this a long time, and that's the thing. Don't be ashamed of your change. If you're starting to feel like, yo, this is not it, don't be ashamed, because if they're really your friends, they will understand that. Oh yeah, you know, people change. They're not. I understand why you feel a certain way now. People should know, like, you know, if they're your friends, if like they say they are.
Right.
You know what I mean? How do you guys feel about this?
It's
You guys
kind of like
these terrible friends, or not terrible friends, or just changing friends that, you know.
Sorry, what was the gist?
No, how do you end a friendship? Basically, the whole concept of ending friendships. And have you ever had to end a friendship, or like tell somebody enough's enough?
I have. I have done that before, and I was very happy when it did happen, and that's really it. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, sometimes you just can't let people's energy affect you. And just recently, so this is what it was. It's like, it's the same. So like, I was talking to a friend was like, oh, with marriage, whatever happens prior to the ring being proposed to you, everything after the ring is still basically the same. It's just that whatever trajectory your life was going, it's still going in that direction regardless, right? So same with friends. Friendship either grows or it dies out.
Right, yeah.
Some friendships, the way that the trajectory is going, this person is not in your corner. No matter what you do, you're never going to elevate because of this person. So it's like, why? Why would I constantly want to keep you around if it's not in a way where it's like, I'm giving you so you can come up and be better as a person, or you are feeding or filling into my cup? There's no point. Why?
Right, yeah.
You're just here to waste time. No. So, had some friends. Yes, some friends got cut off because of that stuff. Whether it's like values or lack of respect or difference of opinions or ideas, that's what it is. It's like, okay, I know this is the path that I'm walking. That's your path. I'll always champion you and cheer you on. But if you're not doing that back for me, and it's not healthy, whatever it is that you're doing, no, I'm cutting you off. One time.
Yeah, you should let it fizzle out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't let it fizzle out. I tell them bye. That's it.
And that's the thing.
I think most of the time I fizzle it out.
And that's the thing. It's crazy because a lot of times there's some friends I have, I don't have to talk to them every day.
That's true.
And then when I talk to them, it's like we're back at like, we've grown.
Yes.
But we're in like it's like we were just talking yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't need to be my friends anymore or whatever, that long or whatever. Like, there's some people I'm just that, we just have that type of bond.
Yeah, relationship.
Right. But another thing is, like, as much as I cut some friends off in my life, I've cut some friends off or whatever, we just don't speak anymore. I want to see them win. I'm happy for whoever.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Some people left my life for whatever reason. I left their life for whatever reason. I want to see them win. I want to see you eat. But at the same time, you can eat. We can eat together, whatever, but you ain't eating at my table. We're not cool like that.
Well, yeah. It's
We can eat. We just have separate tables.
It's just, yeah.
And I decide to make this different. And you decide to live your life different. No matter what it is, I'm proud for whatever you plan to do in your life. That's good. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want any, and that's the thing, I wouldn't want anything bad to happen. If it's one of those things that something happened and I hear that like an individual, something bad has happened, I don't mind going over there and
being
just
like checking up on,
check up and say, yo, heard this was happening. Hope everything's going well. Praying for you and the family or whatever. Keep it moving. That's not my intentions to get you out, but like that's just how I am as an individual.
I don't think I even check up on anyone. If I hear something happen, I just be like,
oh
no, like, and then it's like,
It's like, oh,
very
okay.
silent.
just like what?
Some things, like if it's like death or something like that.
Even in death, I don't think I did that. That's death, like
sometimes,
for me, but
because if I know how that person, how it's gonna affect that person, I'll reach out and say, yo, you know, all the best. You know what I mean? Pray for you. Keep moving forward. whatever.
Right.
That's just what I do. That's just how I see it. You know what I mean? And that's how I am. But like, I'm not. There's certain things I just like. Yo, I just can't.
You don't act like some people. Like they become active. Like nah.
Involved.
Involved with it. Like
I don't want to be involved. I'm praying for you and let God work with you.
Right? You're not like Dave Chappelle in the player haters ball, where you're like, I hate you. I hope you have a bad morning. I hope everything in life happens to you and only you.
I don't have time for. I don't have time to wish bad on nobody. You know what I mean? I just don't want to be. I want to be respected. You know what I mean? I treat people with a certain respect. Treat me as such as well. You know what I mean? If you're not respecting me, why am I even here?
Right. Yeah.
That's just what it is. You know what I mean? If I can't even trust you to tell you my situation without you using it as a weapon,
that's yeah. I make up stuff just to test people all the time, and if they start blurbing it to someone else, I'll be like, how'd they know? Okay, well, you failed that test.
Yeah. Like, I'm not like, why are you gonna weaponize something like this and say, oh, it's all funny and jokes? Nah, bro. Some things is funny to me, some things are not. That's just what it is. Right. You know what I mean? So, individual, I'll just say, hey, you know, sometimes you got to be honest with them, and if they can't see it, it's gonna, you know, I'm watching these videos about, you know, how to not be a pushover, how to not these things, and yeah, you're gonna strike a nerve being that first person to stand up because they're used to you not doing it. You know what I mean? They're used to you being. There's gonna be some tension when it's something you're trying to change. It's gonna be some tension, but bro, you know, or sis, you got to do it.
Yeah.
You got to do it because
you'll die faster than you're supposed to die.
Trust me. You know how many times I sit there. Right. You know, like nowadays, you know, sometimes I sit there and I'm like, oh, something happens. I let it slide. And I'm on my way home or something. And I'm like, yo, I could have said this. I could have said this. I could have done this. I could have done that. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to go back with the same energy. And it's like, they didn't even care what they said. They didn't even remember what they said. And then they're looking at you like, oh, you hold it in for so long and you didn't say it. And you're just like, and then automatically you're the problem. Right? So it's like, it's kind of weird. But like, at the same time, you gotta, you know, there's certain things you gotta change. You know what I mean? And, you know, I wish you all the best in finding that out.
Good luck to you.
If you're there and, you know, November 11th, reconciliation concert, you know, so you can reconcile who you are as an individual and all them other certain things there. But nevertheless, I think it's time to wrap this up.
Yeah. The plugs.
Let's see what you got.
You can definitely what?
Oh, sorry.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna ask you, will you be performing at Reconciliation Fest?
Will I be performing?
Reconciliation concert.
Wow. You know what? I would like to take pictures there still.
just
Photojournalism. That's all.
Yeah, that's really good. Yeah.
Take some pictures. Let's see what the outcome end up being.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why not?
Better make sure you get paid.
Right? But speaking on the fact that I'm talking about photography, definitely head over to ZZZ.studio, TO on Instagram, and check me out. Come check me out. There I do portraits, branding, lifestyle. Now I'm slowly getting into like concerts and events and festivals. So, you know, doing a few celebrity, high level entertainers. So yeah, reach out.
Reach out before the price goes up.
The sweat of the performers, the sweat of the audience.
Right.
Capturing all that.
Capturing it all. You know, teams coming in to Toronto. Yeah. So, you know, you can definitely find me over there. Otherwise, you can check my personal Instagram account at thenerdz with 3 Z's. So THENERDZZZ. And yeah. See you there.
Amen. Down the Joe, aka bring the crowd with me. I won't bring a crowd at Kingston.
That storms the gate.
That storm, and my crowd do not storm.
I bring the crowd with me, but not the ones that storm the gate.
Not the ones that storm the gate. No. Aka Captain Corners.
Yo, that's funny.
Support Twitter, Instagram. DELNIJIRO. I don't know what I'm gonna do this week, but I'm gonna do something good. I just don't know yet.
All right,
What's gonna happen?
It's like, I don't know. We're gonna do something.
It's gonna happen.
You can follow me at J Hunterville. I don't know if I'm gonna have that profile page anymore, but we'll see. J Hunterville. Follow me at Lou Pistols on Instagram and Twitch. I'm gonna try to get back on that. Blizzard Boys, Coldest Pod out. Yeah, most of my things will probably be on my Lou Pistols page. I think I'm gonna. I don't know. I'm trying to make some adjustments. I'm gonna be playing. What am I gonna be playing? Maybe Rumbleverse and some other games.
Well, you touch multiverse?
Rumble, yeah, I touch Multiverse.
Okay.
Multiverse.
People are going off on that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be playing some games. If you want to come play with me, I'm over there. PS4 because I don't have a PS5. But yeah, just follow me on those type of things. If you have any questions, concerns, and complaints, send it to askthevent@gmail.com. We are on mostly all DSPs. If we're not, let us know and we will be there. Hanfest. That's a fest that we condone, we respect. You know, I spoke to the organizers and I said, hey man, I'm gonna tell you this. You better do it right. That's all I said to them. I said, yo, you see what's going on right now? You're doing right. You better do this festival right. And they said, yeah, we got it. You know, shout out Icon. His single Stormtroopers is coming out soon.
What are the storm references this month?
Maybe we're just at the eye of the storm. Who knows? Or the storm just passed. We don't know. There's breaches, fence. Sometimes in life, you gotta storm the gate to get the gateway to your life.
I can't.
My brothers and sisters.
My brothers and sisters. And reconcile with the effects of breaching the gate.
Wow.
Breaching the gate.
Sometimes, our fellow brothers and sisters, when we breach the gate, life will be on mute as you breach.
Zip it up.
Because when you breach the gate, you cut off the fiber optics that hold the stage together, my brothers and sisters.
Hold it together.
Can you hear me?
Oh, wow.
And sometimes certain things have to pop off like popcorn in order for people to see a return. Because sometimes sometimes the person that is popping off is the person that's gonna protest on your situation for you to get your return. What you don't understand is the person on the stage
Wow.
might be the person that is protesting on your return. You are not a general person. You are a VIP person. You are a VIP individual.
Whoa.
But in order to be a VIP individual, you have to pay to be the VIP participant. You understand me? Sometimes you guys are living a general lifestyle.
Wow.
When you're supposed to be a VIP lifestyle. And some people that are in a VIP lifestyle are supposed to be a general admission lifestyle. Because you let anybody in.
Stop the capping. Your lifestyle's on Instagram.
Sometimes
you don't have money like that.
Sometimes you gotta realize the admission that you are in your life.
Okay, wow.
If you can't admit to the fact that you don't have VIP admission money, you have to admit to yourself that you ain't got it like that.
Okay.
You are generalizing yourself in a VIP situation.
Wow.
Well, in general,
Wow.
you are a general person.
What is happening? What? Okay.
Where does Christ come to play? We were all once general people,
Yes.
but we storm.
Wow.
But sometimes Jesus has paid the price
Ah.
for all of us to be VIPs.
Oh,
Okay? You just have to accept the fact that you were once general and Jesus made you a VIP.
wow.
Okay?
Lord is so good to
You
me.
can cancel concerts.
Yes.
You can cancel events. Your people can't make it cross the border.
Wow.
But I know a God that crossed all borders. Can I get an amen?
Wow. Amen.
I know a God that crossed waters.
Yeah,
Can I get an amen?
Well, it's real Sunday night.
I know a God that
Wait. Jimmy, did you do your socials?
Yes, you're not gonna let me preach to the
Wow,
community.
Wow.
Wow.
Are you stopping my sermon?
Wow.
Stop.
Are you stopping what Christ wants the society to see today? And understand that you can cancel culture.
Wow.
You can cancel festivals.
Wow.
You can cancel special guests, but you cannot cancel Christ.
Wow.
You can cancel COVID.
Wow.
You can't cancel Christ. Amen, church. Can I get an amen?
Wow. Amen.
Can I get an amen one more time?
Amen.
Wait, I can't go higher.
Right.
Can't go
Okay. All right.
Alright.
Sorry about that, guys. But I felt like it was need to be said.
When the Holy Spirit gets in
It's
you,
been
you
on
have to
my
let it.
heart
let it steer.
that society needs to see what's going on here.
Okay.
You are getting scammed by people that can't afford to get telephones.
Pay the bill back.
And he
Wow.
said that he's gonna reconcile this travesty.
Where's my money? Where's my money?
But anyway, thank you guys for watching. You guys be safe out there. Take it easy. This is The Vent. We are out. Peace.
Wash your hands.